Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that.
Yo, let's bust him up. Where you running, Jake? Where you going since you're...
Go back home, mate. You're fucking team.
Jake Paul running, champ. Why is he running? I think because of last.
Shocking news: Jake Paul tried to confront Anthony Joshua at the airport, but backed off due to tight security. Eddie Hearn was furious with Jake Paul. This proves Anthony Joshua is a true champion, while Jake Paul is only seeking attention.
Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running!
You're not true. I just beat a 5-time world champion. UFC. You don't know my ability.
With Jake Paul's recent actions, Anthony Joshua is sending a strong warning ahead of their fight on December 19th. He is making it clear that he will dominate Jake Paul in the ring and show what a real champion can do, leaving no doubts about his strength and skill.
100%. And I'm rooting for him to become 2-time champion of the world.
The fight between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul has captured the public's full attention and taken it to a whole new level. Tony Bello is right. This is one of the biggest fights the country has ever witnessed. Everyone is talking about it, and the excitement for December 19th is huge. Jake Paul may be trying to challenge Anthony Joshua, but the truth is clear: Anthony is on another level, and the stakes have never been higher.
But I think this fight's just gone took another toll.
It's absolutely grabbed the public interest now to another level, isn't it?
This is quite simply the biggest fight this country's ever seen.
Jake Paul's apology is just more drama because Anthony Joshua doesn't play games. He has the experience and skill to handle any fighter. Jake Paul may talk about hiding or emotional struggles, but on fight night, Anthony Joshua will prove why he is a true 2-time champion, and why facing him in the ring is a completely different challenge than anything Jake Paul has ever faced.
I want to apologize in advance because I know the emotional turmoil you're going to go through. You're going to go into hiding. That's who you are. You love to go and hide, and so that's what's going to happen.
The situation with Jake Paul attacking Anthony Joshua has everyone on edge. Johnny Nelson highlights the chaos, comparing it to the Conor Benn incident. Every hour brings new updates, and the confusion shows how unready Jake Paul is for a real fight. Anthony Joshua stays calm and focused. This is exactly why facing a true champion brings a level of pressure that Jake Paul has never experienced before.
For the casual fans, do we condone it? I mean, in boxing terms, should that happen at a head-to-head? Of course not, but these things do happen. This is the fight business, and it's just made it even bigger, and we wait to see what happens.
Eddie Hearn does not hold back in criticizing Jake Paul for his reckless attack on Anthony Joshua. This is not how a professional behaves and shows clear desperation. Anthony Joshua's focus and discipline stand in sharp contrast to Jake Paul's antics. The real fight will reveal the gap between a true champion and someone seeking attention. Every warning and every move shows that on December 19th, Anthony Joshua is ready to assert his dominance and put Jake Paul firmly in his place.
I thought it was a bitch move. I really did. Have you spoken? I would never. If you chin someone at a presser, if you do that, it's different.
Frank Warren points out how messy and chaotic things have been around this fight. The board lawsuits and constant back and forth reveal the complexity behind the scenes. Anthony Joshua has remained calm and focused, while Jake Paul's antics keep making headlines. The fight may face obstacles, but when it happens, Anthony Joshua will be fully ready. His skill and experience far outweigh the drama Jake Paul brings. Everyone is watching closely because this is a clash between a true champion and a showman who has never faced a fighter of Joshua's level.
The penny dropped that the fight could never go forward, and some of the stuff that's come out since about people being, the board being sued and something, and so forth, is just a non-runner.
Dave Caldwell explains why Jake Paul went too far at the presser. Back and forth talk is normal in boxing, but touching Anthony Joshua's face was a big mistake. It shows how unprepared Jake Paul is for a real fighter. Anthony Joshua stays calm and controlled, ready for any challenge. The presser chaos has only raised excitement for the fight. Fans can see this is serious. Jake Paul may try to provoke, but Anthony Joshua's focus and professionalism will take over on fight night.
Does that cross the line, do you think?
Yeah, it does. Listen, the presser was good. It was a great presser, back and forth, poking each other, but not too far. But once you get physical and you touch a man's face.
Duke McKenzie is right. This chaotic moment has added more hype and sold more tickets. From a business view, Anthony Joshua benefits because he stays calm and focused, while Jake Paul creates distractions. Fans are talking non-stop, and excitement is at its peak. Anthony Joshua's professionalism and skill stand out against Jake Paul's antics. The fight is now bigger than ever. Everyone knows that on December 19th, Anthony Joshua will deliver the real action, while Jake Paul faces a champion at the top of his game.
Because I see him as a special talent with huge potential. So I want questions asking of him now before we get into, so he has that experience before you get into the big title fights against really, really good fighters, experienced fighters.
Dave Coldwell points out that Jake Paul's actions were deliberate, not just a reaction. While some may find it funny, touching Anthony Joshua's face was a serious error. Anthony Joshua's focus and experience mean he will handle it calmly. Jake Paul can try to grab headlines, but in the ring, experience and skill matter. Anthony Joshua is on another level, and the fight will prove why fans are waiting to see a true display of championship class against a showman who thrives on chaos.
Premeditated, then it's not uncharacteristic. At the time, you're thinking it's like reaction. So no, it's not, because he premeditates everything, and it was funny, but I don't agree with touching him.
Alexander Usyk is clear that Jake Paul is not a real boxer and criticizes him for stepping into Anthony Joshua's world. Anthony Joshua is an Olympic champion, professional, and on a different level. This fight is a serious challenge, not just a show. Jake Paul may try to build hype, but Anthony Joshua's experience and skill will take control. Fans are seeing the difference between a true champion and a showman. December 19th will show who truly belongs in the ring.
Last fight, it's great. Because Anthony is Olympic champion, Francis Ngannou, it's second fight for boxing. Listen.
Carl Froch emphasizes that Anthony Joshua's skill is unmatched even if he is not at his absolute peak. His precision, timing, and power are far beyond Jake Paul. Paul is revealed as someone who cannot compete at this level. His loss to Tommy Fury showed his limits. December 19th will make this clear. Anthony Joshua stays calm, professional, and precise while Jake Paul depends on hype. The reality is simple: a true champion versus a YouTuber who has never faced a fighter like Joshua. Fans are eager to see skill beat showmanship.
Past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out.
Johnny Nelson is spot on. Jake Paul is foolish to think he can handle Anthony Joshua. Joshua does not play around. He hits to finish fights. Paul is a showman trying to stir attention with big claims, but he has never faced a fighter like Joshua. The money may tempt him, but the ring is not for hype. Anthony Joshua is calm, experienced, and deadly precise. December 19th will show that hype cannot match real boxing skill. Fans will see the difference clearly in the ring.
Thinks he can get it with Anthony Joshua, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and play Tiffany wins. I don't think AJ plays touch. He plays not.
Duke McKenzie is right. This is a dangerous fight, but only for Jake Paul. Anthony Joshua is a world-class heavyweight with genuine skill and experience. Jake Paul is smaller and unproven. He has not beaten top heavyweights or shown real championship ability. This is not a fair fight. It is a test of true boxing versus showmanship. Anthony Joshua's strength, size, and skill make him the clear favorite. December 19th will reveal the truth. The risk is all on Jake Paul while Joshua stays calm, ready, and fully prepared to show why he is a true champion.
To fight Anthony Joshua, it's not like he's beaten 4 or 5 top line heavyweights, other heavyweights. I don't believe he's boxed any heavyweights.
Johnny Nelson explains the pressure perfectly. Even a slightly off day for Anthony Joshua would still be enough to beat Jake Paul. The fight is mismatched in skill, experience, and preparation. Jake Paul is a domestic fighter and a YouTuber far below Joshua's level. Anthony Joshua, fully prepared, will dominate every part of the fight. December 19th is serious. The risk is entirely on Jake Paul, who has never faced a true champion. Fans can clearly see this is a test of professionalism, skill, and real boxing versus hype and social media fame.
If Anthony Joshua doesn't turn up, even that Anthony Joshua doesn't turn up, should beat Jake Paul. And there's just that 1% that makes you think, could Anthony Joshua slip up here? Because it's a no-win situation for AJ. If he goes the distance, you struggle with a domestic fighter like Jake Paul. If he gets wobbled or get hurt, how can you let a domestic fighter, a YouTuber, do that like Jake Paul?
Eddie Hearn's warning is clear. Anthony Joshua has the power, skill, and experience to completely dominate Jake Paul. This is not a regular fight. Joshua is a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. Jake Paul's recklessness puts him at risk because he is facing a real champion. Fans are seeing the difference between hype and true boxing ability. Joshua will control every moment in the ring. December 19th will be a wake-up call for Jake Paul, showing why Anthony Joshua is on another level and why real champions should never be underestimated.
But I said to Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate, and this ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful, because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders, and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to, so we got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would...
The stage is set for December 19th. and the tension is at its peak. Anthony Joshua has proven again and again that he is a true champion with skill, power, and precision. Jake Paul depends on hype and bravado without real boxing experience. If Anthony Joshua wins, it will show why he belongs at the top of the heavyweight division and why no YouTuber or showman can match a professional of his level. If Jake Paul somehow pulls off the impossible, it would shock the world, change expectations, and make his name in boxing history. But every expert and fighter agrees the odds are heavily against him mentally and physically. Anthony Joshua is on another level, disciplined and focused, while Jake Paul faces a fight he is not fully ready for. Are you backing Anthony Joshua? Or do you think Jake Paul can shock the world? Drop your thoughts below and join the debate.